popular uprisings have taken Iran by storm. But how did Iran become a theocracy? Hi folks, welcome to my channel. My name is KAYAOＤLU, and I've been working as a political analyst and historian of international affairs since 1997. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, the once mighty Persian Empire found itself on the losing end in the game of empires. Successive shahs and their advisors struggled mightily to modernize Iran and stop foreign encroachment, but they mostly failed. Meanwhile, foreign investments helped to develop Iran's industry, especially its oil sector, but only at marginal benefit to common Iranians. In 1925, a military strongman by the name of Reza Pahlavi took over as the Shah, or King, of Iran. Reza Pahlavi instituted a series of reforms comparable to those of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk in neighboring Turkey. These reforms included the formation of a small middle class and building industries, as well as modern transportation and communications networks. Some of Reza Shah's methods, however, were neither modern nor popular, especially with respect to religion. For example, he forced the women to take off their veils. Not a good idea in a Muslim-majority country. In 1941, as World War II was heating up, Iran was jointly occupied by the UK and the Soviet Union, so Reza Shah abdicated in favor of his son, Mohammad Reza, who was barely 22 years old at the time. In the early 1950s, a secular nationalist prime minister by the name of Mohammad Mossadegh tried to nationalize Iran's foreign-owned oil industry, but he was toppled in a coup sponsored by the British SIS and the American CIA. Backed by the West, Mohammad Reza Shah slowly consolidated his rule in the 1950s and early 1960s. And although he was a Democrat, the Shah was not stupid. He instituted a comprehensive set of reforms that he called the White Revolution in 1963, which focused on distributing state and private lands to landless peasants so as to boost agricultural production. Under the White Revolution, the Shah's government also expanded people's access to education and promoted economic investments. The Shah believed that he could turn Iran into the world's fifth largest industrial power by the end of the 20th century. The one area of reform that was missing in Iran, though, democracy, rule of law, human rights. You know, the stuff that people like, as much as well-paying jobs and good schools for their kids. Because in the long term, good governance creates better jobs and better schools and a better life for all. So while Iran was moving forward socially and economically in the 1960s and 70s, it was going backwards politically. Labor unions and student groups were kept under close watch by the Savak, the Shah's secret police, and only clerics and religious thinkers, such as the exiled Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini and Dr. Ali Shariati, a French-trained sociologist, could criticize the Shah's rule using religious symbols. As the 1970s wore on, the Shah monopolized decision-making further instead of allowing various groups to form political parties and enter into competitive elections, which used to be the case in the 1940s and 1950s. When an economic crisis began in 1977, public discontent grew, the opposition led by Khomeini and his secular and nationalist allies became stronger, and Mohammad Reza Shah could not ride out the turmoil. The Shah left Iran in January 1979. 2 months later, believing Khomeini's words that he and other clerics would play only a spiritual role in the new political system, the Iranian people voted to abolish the monarchy and establish the Islamic Republic. Iranians did not know, nor did they want, what would follow in the next 4 decades. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.